Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm going to be doing voiceover style for this video because I'm just going to be doing a quick eyeshadow look using the Born to Run eyeshadow palette. So let's get started. Here I have the Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm going to use that to base my eyes like I always do. I'm just going to use a flat blush. I can't say brush. I'm going to be using a flat brush to just lay down the product and just evenly distribute it across the eye. Alright, so using my airspun powder, I'm going to go ahead and set down my base, and I'm using this brush that I got from Shop Miss A. It's a $1 brush, and it's just a nice size to cover the eyes and just set down the eyes really well. I like using it because it's kind of angled as well, and it just picks up the right amount of product and helps me to set my eyes down flawlessly. So now I'm going to go into the eyeshadow palette, and I'm taking the shade Baja, and I'm taking it on a fluffy brush. I think this is a BH Cosmetics. I can't talk today. I think this is a BH Cosmetics brush. I think it's their 101 brush from an eye brush that I purchased a while back. But I really like this brush, and what I'm doing with it is I'm just taking that shade and I'm just placing it into the crease using windshield swipe motions and just blending it out until it builds up to the intensity that I want it. So I think I got it to the intensity that I wanted. I'm not sure. Oh no, I didn't. I'm gonna go in and blend some more. Oh, okay. Oh, so now we're moving on to the second shade. This shade is called Good as Gone, and I'm just gonna take that on a more shader brush, and not more but a shader brush. And this brush is just a little bit flatter than the other one that I was using. It's still kind of fluffy at the tip, and I'm just using that to place that brown shade on the outer V. And later on I'm gonna also place it on the more inner corner of the eye, closer to the Alright, so I know it's looking a little bit crazy. The colors aren't looking like they're blending into one another, but trust me, it's a process. To create looks like this, you have to just spend some time and blend. Blending is key, as always, whenever you're doing your makeup. Whether you're doing your face makeup or your eye makeup, blending is key. So I'm switching to a different brush, and I just took the shade Punk, and that's the more warmer toned brown in the palette, and I'm just using that to blend out that more cooler toned brown that I used earlier, and just blending it in to the crease, and also placing it a little bit lower than that first transition shade that I used. And it's not going to show how long I was blending, but this did take me a little bit of time because it's so dark, and I don't want it to look like I gave myself a black eye, but I also want the color to show up. So I'm just gonna take my time and blend. Blending is key. So I'm gonna go back into Baja, and I'm just gonna use that on that same brush that I used earlier, and I'm just going to soften the outer edges of that shade so that they run into each other, they blend out seamlessly, and the colors don't look too sharp and there's no harsh lines. Alright, so going into the NYX Full Coverage Concealer, I'm going to use this to carve out the center of my lids, not my lid space, but just the center of my lids. I decided to go with a more halo eye with this look. Yeah, I was just making it up on the fly as I went. I really didn't know where I was going with this look, but a halo eye is what I decided on, and this shade right here is called Big Sky, and I'm just gonna take it. It's a nice type of green, and I'm just gonna take that and place it right where I put the concealer down. This shade is so pretty, guys. I think it's one of my favorite shimmer shades in this palette, and it's so pigmented. Like, look how effortlessly it's going on. The brush is not wet. I'm just picking it up from the pan and placing it on the eye, and it's sticking so good, and it's just showing up really nicely. So you want to place the shade down and blend it out as you go in. So I'm just using like tapping and swiping motions. It's just a quick motion that helps the shadow go down easily, gets placed down easily, and also helps to blend it while you're putting it down. So now I'm going to go back into the more shader brush that I was using, and I'm just going to go on the edges of the eyeshadow and just kind of blend them in so that there's no harsh line between the brown shade and the shimmer shade. Now going back into Baja, I'm going to take that shade and I'm going to go right back into the crease and transition area and just blend a little. Taking my translucent powder, I'm just going to put some on my under eye area so that I can move on to the lower lash line, and this helps to catch fallout from the eyeshadows. Now here we're going to go into Baja again, and I'm just taking that on a shader brush and I'm blending it along the lower lash line to help to warm up that area before I go in with the more deeper tones, so that we can just smoke out the lower lash line. Alright, so going into Good As Gone, I'm going to go ahead and take it on a smaller angled brush, and I'm just going to lightly tap and blend it on the lower lash line right up against the waterline, so that it's not as low as I took the orange shade, but right up against the line, so it doesn't look like I gave myself a black eye down there again, because I do not want that look. And now I'm just taking the Wet n Wild eyeliner and aligning the eye. As you can see, I mean, don't need to tell you that. So now I'm gonna do a wing liner. I'm not very good at my wing liner, and I know you're not supposed to pull your eyes, but this is the only way I get some control when I'm doing my wing. And yeah, I go back and forth with my lines just to try to keep them even. I tend to do a little here, then jump back to the other eye, and this works for me. I mean, I'm not an expert on wing liner, and I think I did pretty good. It's not the worst, but it's not the best either. But do your thing if you decide to recreate this look. I'm using this Essence lash. Oh my god, I need to go to bed. I'm using this Essence mascara. I really like it. I recently came across it in Ulta, and I purchased it because it was like $1, and it's all I've been using since. It's really nice, and I really enjoy using it. It reminds me of some of my higher end mascaras that I have that really work well. Okay, so now I'm taking this shimmer shade. It's called Stranded, and I'm just going to place that on the inner tear duct. That's what that's called, right? I think so. But yeah, wherever, right there, that's where I'm putting it. And this is just going to help to open the eyes a bit. Since I used all those darker colors, that shade just kind of helps to open up the eyes a little bit and just add a little bit of oomph to the eye. And I'm placing it also on the brow bones as my brow bone highlight. Just doing a little bit of bronzing using my favorite bronzer from CoverGirl. It's the Queen Bronzer in Ebony. Okay, taking this masquerade palette from Pure Cosmetics, I'm going to take those two highlighting shades and I'm going to use it as my highlighter today. Alright, so I'm just gonna line my lips and prepare for some lip gloss. And I'm gonna be using a sample of the High Shine lip gloss from Ulta as well. It launched with this palette, and with my first, if you guys saw my review on the palette, you guys heard how I felt about this lip gloss. It's really nice, and I've used up all of the lip gloss that I've gotten since. Now I'm just spraying my face with the Mario Badescu setting spray. And this is the final look, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this quick eye tutorial. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys did like this, then thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.